Yo, what's up guys? In this video, I want to do something a little bit different. This video is going to be my advice to young women today, right? Nobody asked, nobody told me, hey, what's your advice for young girls? Like, nobody cares, nobody asked, but working in Las Vegas and doing the job that I do, which my target market is basically girls who are 18 to 35. Best customers are a little bit older than that, but the bread and butter is females basically in that demographic. I get to meet a lot of them and I get many snapshots of their life, and I see the same things over and over, the same mistakes that I would call them mistakes. And I just kind of want to address that, especially now because living in Vegas, I just got into photography and I'm meeting all of these girls who are interested in modeling, who want to somehow make some sort of money from their looks. A lot of these girls, they want to have an OnlyFans, whatever you think of that, like ethically, like that is the direction that the world is going in. So you can fight it if you want, or you can acknowledge it. So anyway, this is going to be my advice to young girls who are attractive enough to make money from their attractiveness. Okay, now this topic in and of itself gets a lot of flack, I guess, from feminists and people who believe in like 100% equality between the sexes. But if we look at things, let's look at it realistically, right? You can take, and this is something that I've noticed from, organizing photo shoots and looking for models, right? When I put a casting call out or I'm trying to organize a shoot and I say, oh, I need models, I don't say I need female models, right? It's just kind of implied that they should be female. And occasionally I'll get messages from guys also, or like, oh, I'm a model, can I come? And it's not useful to have attractive men come to most photo shoots unless it is a product specifically for men. But in general, even if it's a product for men, you kind of want to have a woman modeling it, right? They've done studies that have shown that both men and women prefer to look at women. So, draw whatever conclusions you want from that. But the fact is, you could just look at social media. The most famous social media people are all women. They're all basically hot women, right? Okay, fine. Well, this guy is actually the most famous. Fine. But in general, most of the like really popular people on social media are hot girls. And it's not just guys, right? Most people who use social media are also girls. So this is girls interested in other girls, right? Girls are very heavily influenced by attractive girls on social media. They're not quite as logical as guys, more likely to associate popularity and social proof with high quality, whereas guys were a little bit more logical and will dig a couple layers deeper to identify, is this really something that we should spend our money on, or give any, acknowledge is a good thing. So anyway, the point is that if you are a girl, especially if you are a young girl, you have to understand that between 18 and 25, this is the prime of your life. Nobody will ever like you as much as they like you right now, all things being equal. And the reason for that is because you are hot, okay? Straight up, it's because you're hot. And that's great. That's how the world works. I'm over the whole bitterness thing. I was bitter about it for a while. I think every guy goes through that once they realize that, oh, it's not fair. She's just hot. She just takes pictures of her ass and she makes money. It's so much harder for me as a guy. I think once you realize that, everybody kind of goes through it, especially if you're struggling and you're working very hard and you feel like you're not making the amount of money that you want, or not as popular as you think you should be, whatever, regardless. The fact is that young, hot girls are a very highly sought after commodity, okay? Let's just accept that to be true. You can argue with me in the comments if you want, but it's a fact. It is a fact. From the time you are, when a girl's like mature sexually, like 15, you're gonna get guys looking at you, right? Especially if you live in a big city. By the time you're 18, you're probably gonna have a lot of guys asking you out, talking to you, DMing you, basically really interested in having something to do with you. And that's fine. And if all you want is to have a family and have kids, then, find yourself a husband and you can do that. That's fine. But for girls who want something a little bit more more substantial, I guess. And I'm not discouraging anybody from getting, starting a family and having kids. Like if you want to do that, go for it. Bless you. That's great. However, it doesn't mean that you can't wait a little bit longer and be a little bit more independent in the meantime. Maybe have a business, maybe have some other method of like supporting yourself so that you don't have to rely on your husband. Again, if you're a more traditional person and you can manage to find a guy who's also traditional and who's very well established and he's well off and he wants to take care of you and he's, a good guy, then go for that. And he can just help you. But the point is that when you are young and when you're hot, you're going to have a lot of guys who want to do things for you. And that's fine. I'm not saying, oh, you're taking advantage of them. Like if you're hot enough, there's going to be a line around the block, waiting for you to help you out. Anyway, the point of this video is that don't waste the best years of your life. Don't waste the most attractive years of your life with your sights set too low, right? I see so many girls, and maybe this is more pronounced in Vegas because this city is a little bit more ghetto, and you have a lot more girls here who are interested in modeling and are interested in finding sugar daddies, and there's just a lot of money changing hands here. It just feels like everything is for sale here, and if you come here and you have enough money, it's easy to, offer to buy a girl a hotel room and she'll be your girlfriend for the weekend, or it could be like on a regular basis. I see it here all the time. And I'm not, I don't like look for these people. That's just the population that's here. So anyway, the point is this, is that if you're a young girl and you're attractive, you need to take advantage of your attractiveness to push you forward in life, right? Think about it like this, okay? Any guys watching this, let's reverse the situation for a second. Let's pretend that any time you walked into a room, everybody was like super interested in you as a person and they were extra nice to you and they offered to do things for you and they offered to help you out and they wanted to be your friend and they wanted to buy you things. Like you would probably take advantage of that to push your own agenda forward, right? To establish yourself and get a better life for yourself. Girls don't do that. And it's possible that they don't do it, or they don't do it to the extent that like a guy who knows the struggle of having to basically come up with everything on your own, because if you're a guy, nobody's fucking buying you shit. Nobody gives a shit about you unless you're, extremely good looking or you're super rich or you're a celebrity. And that's not most guys. But girls, even if you're just like above average looking, and I believe that any girl can attain very high levels of attractiveness just by going to the gym and eating right and like having a pleasant disposition. The bar's set very low, ladies. So, if imagine the situation is reversed, you're going to want to take advantage of that because you're so used to being it very hard. You're so used to it being very hard for you. Girls don't seem to do that because from a very young age, girls are pampered a little bit more. They're handled with a little bit softer care. And they're just kind of taken care of and by lots of guys. There's like competition for them. So they kind of just take it for granted that they're getting preferential treatment and they don't use their prime to kind of to create something that will be there when their looks start to fade, right? I've known a lot. I know a lot of girls who look very good in their early 30s, even early 40s, but how are you going to compete with like a young, fresh 20, 21-year-old girl who's just kind of like innocent and enthusiastic about life? It's tough to compete. You're not going to get the same amount of attention from the high rollers, right? From the like very popular guys or the very well-off guys. So anyway, the point is this, is that young ladies out there, if you want to take my advice, you're welcome to. If you don't want to, whatever, I don't really care. Use your looks to get guys to help you to push your goals forward, whether that's getting a sales job. Girls do very well in sales, right? Everybody just kind of accepts that girls are like sweet and innocent, and we just kind of like talking to them. Women also, they trust girls more. You can get into modeling and stuff like that if you want, if you're good looking enough. Another thing is like promote the shit out of your social media. Basically, you just want to take advantage of your looks, right? Get a sales job if you enjoy that activity. Build your social media, showcase the best parts of your personality and the way you look. It's a great way to attract attention, and I know this sounds bad. This is like, oh, you're just telling girls to be whores on social media. Kind of, but you have to have a purpose in mind, right? You have to know what you're going to do when you get the attention. Don't just get the attention and be like, ooh, I feel so good, I got so many likes. Okay, now I'm gonna go get my nails done. You know, you have to think, okay, I'm gonna get this attention and I'm going to have a message planned that says, okay, go, you know, I've got a clothing line, I do, you know, whatever, I sell jewelry. Just have something more substantial so that when your looks fade, you can fall back on it, basically, is what it is. Another thing that I would recommend for girls to do, especially young girls, is like, and it's kind of hard to recommend this for girls because they don't actually need it because the bar is set so low, but you want to kind of have something interesting to talk about, you know? Like, don't just be, well, actually, that's not true. I take that back. You don't need to have anything interesting to talk about. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just make yourself as good looking as possible. And then when you get guys who you see have potential to help you in whatever your own goals are, which should have some sort of like financial element to them, just make sure that they're in a position to help you. I'm not saying only look for those guys, but just keep that in mind that if you're getting a lot of attention, the ones that do seem like they are able to help you like promote your own goals in life, don't be shy to take advantage of that, because there's a lot, like we all, men, it's just kind of in our nature to want to help girls. It's just how it is, just how we're wired. That's why we got to where we are today. You know, we wouldn't have survived if it wasn't like that, if we all just didn't give a shit about girls. Like, oh yeah, like whatever, you know, that female over there is struggling, like I don't give a shit, which is a very reactionary attitude to today, to the like skewedness in how easy it is for girls and how hard it is for guys. Okay, so that's my advice, ladies out there. You're welcome to take it if you want. You're also welcome to not take it. What do you think about my opinion on this? Let me know, leave me a comment. Peace.